Hello student, myself Ujwala Bhosle. Now we will see the 7th chapter Plant Growth and Mineral Nutrition. In this chapter we will discuss patterns of the plant growth, then conditions required for the plant growth, role of phytohormones and micro and macro element and their role during plant growth. Now we will see how the developed plant body is formed from a single zygote. We know that by the fusion of a male and female gamete, a diploid zygote is formed. Then, by repeated division, the tissue are formed. On the basis of function from the tissue, different organs are formed, and that organs are arranged in a definite manner to form the plant body having different organ like root, stem, leaves, flower, etc. Let us see what is growth. Growth may be defined as the permanent irreversible increase in size, shape, weight of the organism, organ, tissue or cell. This is the characteristic feature of all living organism. Number of catabolic and metabolic processes takes place during growth. We must consider in our mind about the plant growth, not animal growth, because animal growth is restricted at a particular age of their life, but plant grow continuously throughout their life due to presence of special type of tissue which are called as a meristematic tissue. These meristematic tissue have actively dividing cells. On the basis of the position, the meristematic tissue have three types. That is, first one apical meristem, intercalary meristem and lateral meristem. The first apical meristem are present at the root and shoot apex, and they are responsible to increase the height of the plant. Intercalary meristem are present in the intercalary region of the plant, and they are responsible to produce new organ like leaves, branches, etc. Lateral meristem are present in the dicot plant. They are laterally present in the stem, and they are responsible to increase the breadth of the stem. Now we will see which are the phases of plant growth. That means during plant growth, how the plant grows step by step. So at first, the cell division is a first step, in which the cells are divided and redivided by mitosis, and there is an increase in number of cells. The second step or second phase, that is cell elongation. That increased number of cells elongate by synthesizing protoplast. The vacuole or volume of the cell increases, due to which size of the cell increases and the organ enlarges. Then the last phase, that is cell differentiation. So in this step, the differentiation of the cell takes place on the basis of their function, and due to differentiation, number of organs are developed. Now we will see the growth rate. Growth of the plant per unit time is called growth rate. That means whatever the growth takes place in a unit time is called growth rate. Plant show two types of growth pattern. First, that is arithmetic growth pattern, and second, geometric growth pattern. Now we will see the first pattern, that is arithmetic growth pattern. Suppose the plant show this type of pattern, then what happen? This is a meristematic cell. This meristematic cell divide by first mitosis to form two daughter cells. Here, see here, what happened? Out of this two daughter cell, one of the cell take part in the next cell division, and another cell modify, differentiate and specify to perform a special function. Here we consider the function that is to increase the height of the plant. So this cell specify to perform that function. Now this first cell, which is dividing cell, it divide by second mitosis to form two daughter cells. This is the first one and this is the second one. Then out of these two, again the first cell take part in the next cell division, and the next another cell it get differentiate and modify and specify the function. When it get added, then the first cell is pushed away. Then again, the dividing cell divide by third mitosis, and from the single cell, two daughter cells are formed, in which one of the cell take part in the next division and another one pushed to perform the specific function. Again, this cell, which is the dividing cell, divide by next mitosis to form two daughter cell, out of which one again take part in the next division and another cell specified to perform the function. In this way, what happen? In each cell division, one of the cell is added constantly to perform the specific function, that is increase in the height of the plant. When we plot the graph to show the arithmetic growth pattern, here we take a time on the x-axis and height of the plant on the y-axis. Then we see that here the graph is linear because here there is an addition of one cell in every cell division. That means there is a constantly cells are added. So the growth is gradual. That means the gradual increase in the height of the plant takes place and the graph is linear. We can calculate this arithmetic growth rate by this formula LT is equal to L0 plus RT, where LT is a length at time t, L0 is a length at time 0, R is a growth rate or elongation per unit time. Suppose the plant show geometric growth. Then what happen? Here there is a meristematic cell, dividing cell. It divide by mitosis to form two daughter cell. But in this pattern, what happen? Both the daughter cell take part in the next division. So from this cell, two daughter cells are formed, and from this cell, two daughter cells are formed. That means at the end of this division, four daughter cells are formed. Then again, these all cells take part in the next cell division. So from each cell, two daughter cells are formed. At the end of the third division, from 4 cells, 8 daughter cells are formed. Again, same happen here. From each cell of the meristematic cell, 2 daughter cells are formed. That means from 8 cells, there is a formation of 16 daughter cells. This process continually occur. That means from 16, 32 daughter cells are formed, then 64 and so on. When we plot the graph to show the geometric growth, here the graph is there. Here on the x-axis the time is taken, on y-axis the height of the plant is taken. Then the graph is like this, it is S-shaped, because at first the growth of the plant is slow because the number of cell formation is slow, but there is a doubling of the cell takes place in every cell division, and so in the second phase the growth is fast or rapid. This is called as a log phase or exponential phase. Then due to the limiting factor, some factor become decreases, and due to that decreasing factor the growth becomes steady or stationary. So it is called as the stationary phase or steady phase. That means in this pattern what happened? At first the growth is slow, then it become rapid due to the formation of cell rapidly, and then due to the limiting factor the growth become stable or steady, so it is called as a stationary phase. So this graph show 3 phases: lag phase, log phase or exponential phase, and that is the third phase which is called as steady phase or stationary phase. Mathematically it is calculated by the formula W1 is equal to W0 ERT. Here W1 is a final size. It may be weight, height or number of cell, etc. W0, it indicates the initial size at the beginning of the period. R is a growth rate, then T is a time, and E is a base of the natural logarithm. When we compare the arithmetic growth and geometric growth, then we observe that in the arithmetic growth, there is a addition of one cell in every cell division. But here in geometric growth, the number become double. So in the arithmetic growth, the graph is linear, and in the geometric growth, the graph is sigmoid or S-shaped. So here we completed the phases of growth and the patterns of the growth rate. In next lecture, we will see the phytohormones and their role. Thank you.